Hello everybody and welcome back to the Create Mod with me, Zedaf, and my glorious, perfectly, most structurally sound factory behind me there that you could possibly ever imagine. It's a lovely C shape for create, because that's what we're doing today. But also, I guess the word catastrophe, calamity, and holy crud all begin with C. As well, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm using super glue to make this thing happen, and it's all nice and structurally safe. We've got our loop over here as well, which I have added a few more little bits and bobs to. All temporary, mind. A lot of this is temporary. We will be building our first proper thing that is going to go on the loop today. So last time I left you with our cobble machine here, our cobble crafter, which is currently off because the machine itself is detecting that there is enough cobblestone on the loop so that it doesn't need to make any more, which is great. But I have now added a little thing over here, which is just pulling off one cobble whenever it comes past, grinding it down like that and turning it into gravel here. And this thing is detecting gravel. So right now it's like, yeah, I'm seeing gravel. So don't craft any more, thanks. And this thing will keep a nice amount of gravel that you can see on the loop as well. And then over here we have something that is just pulling off all the gravel it can ever find. Are we going to get a nice bit coming along here? We're not. Let's just speed up the process. Hada, get a bit of gravel, and it's just going to wash it. Right, like that. Just a nice little wishy wash, and any of the bits that come through will get pushed into this filter here, which is set to just be the nuggets and stuff like that. This can turn into nuggets, flint, or nothing. So we've slowly been collecting that. You can see I only just set it up, so we're not getting very much come through at the moment. But this thing doesn't follow the rules of the loop, because this is just always pulling gravel off every second it can get, whereas eventually we want to have all these little tester things to make sure that only if there's enough gravel on the loop will it decide to pull some off for this particular usage. But as you can tell from the title and thumbnail, yes, we are going to be washing today, finally. People have been asking me to do that for weeks, and I'm finally going to do it. Can I get out? Oh no, I'm kind of stuck. This is our current washer, cooker, smelter, all of those things, but it's the washing that we are going to focus on today. We're going to be able to make our nuggets, our iron nuggets, as well as a few other bits and bobs, much nicer, but we're going to do it in style. And this is where you're going to really see what we're doing this series. In the factory with the Mega Loop, we're going to be having typical Zedaf-y, weird, wacky contraptions, and today is no different because we're going to be trying to levitate our washing. And to achieve that, we're going to be blowing things up today. Unfortunately, not how you might think. We're going to be blowing things in an upwards direction. So first windmill, boop, that I've ever done. A mild breeze indeed. Look at that thing go. Everything is so slow at the beginning. But do not worry, actually, I have got some ideas for power generation coming up, which hopefully we'll get into next episode, which should be very, very interesting. Incredibly unique. I would dare say never been done before. But now we're turning a light breeze into another breeze of kind of thing. If we jump up on here, we will get, oh, that feels nice. That tickles. It's giving us absolutely zero lift at all, though, so I think we need to go a little bit more powerful, which we can do if we add more sails to this thing. It will spin quicker, but it's still only going to spin up to a certain speed. I think it's like 16. This is only going, what, two rotations per minute at the moment? I don't know, so we're going to add a bunch more sails to that, but we're going to need one of these things, a rotational speed controller to really crank up the amount, which means we're going to need our first precision mechanism too. So I think I have everything we need over here. If I grab the golden sheet and pop it down upon there, I've got my 3 ingredients. Wait, what order is it in? Little cog, big cog, cardboard box, I think. So here, have a little cog, and boop. Oh, it begins. Lovely. And then we grab those off of you. I give you the large cog. And boop. I swap them out for nuggets. And we do another little bloop. Boop. Very nice. Now, if we take a little look at this, you'll see it's getting there. It's getting there. But this thing needs to be done. Where is it? 5 times over, and hopefully you get only an 80% chance of a precision mechanism. That's not very precise at all. Okay, all right, we pop it back down, and we give it one of these. And now we're going to have our chance if we give this thing an iron nugget, which is the last thing in a sequence. Please, fingers crossed. Boop. Oh yeah, that looks good to me. It kind of looks like a quiche or a pizza or something, but no, it's actually a clockwork mechanism, which we can then craft with Oh, a brass casing. Okay, that's easy enough. I'm feeling kind of lazy at the moment, so I think we're just going to borrow this tree. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Mr. Tree. I'll come and chop the full rest of you down a little bit later. But now we've got our bits. We can craft them. Oh, where is it? Straight there. Excellent. Into the thingy that lets us set a specific speed. We also need a large cogwheel as well. And now, hopefully, we can kind of put this thing in between, a little something like that, and then when we pop the cog on, it will transfer that speed now. So we're turning like 2 RPM into, what's it set to? 16 RPM. You can see that's spinning a lot quicker, and it's blowing a lot harder now. Is it enough? I don't think so. It's still not enough to give me any lift. I feel a little bit floatier. I'm not going to lie when I jump, but we should be able to crank this thing up all the way. Whew! All the way to the maximum. Oh my word, now those things are going... I'm almost a bit scared. Am I going to die? Is this going to kill me? Let's give it a try. Yep, okay. Right. How do I get down now? Okay. I genuinely don't know how to get down. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay, why break your ankle once when you could break it twice, eh? Well, that totally works, and this should be about the right maths. So, I've kind of been looking into how this works a little bit. This is obviously giving off here 512 stress units, right? Doesn't really matter what RPM it's at, it's just giving off 512 stress units. This thing here, if we have a look at the thing, this does 2 times whatever the RPM is at, right? So, that's the amount of stress units. So, I've set this thing to go 256, which means you double that because this thing is double the amount of spin that it's getting. Oh, it literally says right there, 512 stress this thing is using, and we're making 512 stress. So this is like a balanced, perfect situation. Is that what that said? Oh, I did get an advancement, but it didn't come up in chat. I don't know. But this thing clearly is now putting out a lot of levitational force. We might not even need that much. 100. 100 feels pretty nice. If you have a little look. Oh, look, we're a few blocks up in the air. 4 or 5 up, and we're just kind of sticking out at this kind of level. No ankles getting broken at this point. What about kind of items and stuff? Is that going to go up? No, I got to actually throw it on the thing properly. What if I do it when I'm up here? Haja. Oh. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Look, that's a lovely height. That's really nice. And now what we would need is some wetness, some moisture in front of the fan there, and that should hopefully be washing anything that is in its path. And with a couple of little pressure plates to stop the water from flowing away, a sploosh. We have washing going on. Hey! Washing from the underside. That's, yeah. Why don't we see this more in real life, you know? You got showers that rain down water on you, but why not have washers that wash up straight up yourself? I do not know. Maybe there's a very good reason for that. I fixed the tree, by the way. We need some stuff to wash now to test that this can work, and I should have a little bit of gravel that I've ground down into that machine there. Excellent. And just going to chuck a whole stack on at once and see what happens. Whoa, says. Okay, up it goes. It's in the air. Is it going to get washed? I can see the little particles coming off. That's a good sign. A whole stack does take a lot longer than like a singular item as well. I'll look up the exact maths for that in just a moment, but I want to see this thing get washed and turn into all kinds of beautiful nuggets and flint. Oh, there it is. Oh, beautiful. What a lovely amount of wash stuff. Now I can go up there and grab it. Boop. Myself. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what this is doing over here. But obviously, I think you'll agree, way more fun. And we're only going to make this thing even more funnerer as we go on. Oh, okay, right. So 64 items in here that we had originally takes 30 seconds to process. But if we just throw, one item in on its lonesome like that only takes 7.5 seconds to process. So that should be done any second now. Bah! Perfect. Okay, well, that crafted into nothing, but that's fine. You could totally see it would have worked. Wow, it would have worked. In fact, 1 to 16 items all take 7.5 seconds to process. There's like little groups of things. Hey, we got a little bit of both there. Wonderful stuff. But as you can see, the problem with this now is the finished items kind of just get stuck up there, and that's no good. As this is all like a conveyor belt and stuff, we need the flow. We need things to flow from one place to another and keep on moving. So we've got to keep the flow going and get things moving here. And there's only one way to do that, and that's with more fans. Ta-da! Built. with another fan going sideways this time. Caution tape around all of these fans that are pointing straight up because, you know, bath times, right? Gotta be wary for those bath times. They're dangerous. We've got a little bit of stuff going on down here. It's quite the spaghetti, if you will, of different speeds and stuff like that. But if we come up here and turn on our extended windmill now, thank you very much. There's a couple of sheep over there, and I've also put one white sheep. You can't even see. See that redstone blinking? There's one sheep in a hole that is getting constantly sheared. He is freezing cold. But if we go boop and pop that on, you'll see we get upwards cleaning. This will be the cleanest ceiling anyone has ever seen. It is unbelievable. And then it's believable. And to be fair, it is believable, isn't it? And this one is going sideways as well. So we can ride in it and ride up. And then this one is going to push us sideways along. And you can see we're just slowly bobbing our way along all the way to the very end. We keep moving the whole time, but I do have a little bit of an issue. So let's throw an item on. I've got a little conveyor belt here, and when things leave a conveyor belt, they do a very pleasing little boop, little hop over. Wah! It goes straight up. You can see it starts moving along. This is good. This is good. And there, it finished washing at that point in time. But the issue I'm having is, at the moment, if anything kind of, hopefully this is going to drop some items. If anything does drop items, which is the whole point of the system, like so, they stop there, right? This fan only has a range of this distance. And if we extend it so that it actually has enough distance to clear the things, I think it's 64, like that. Ha ha ha. There you go. It cleared it. Perfect. But if we put a gravel in now, it actually doesn't have enough time in the water. Remember, 7.5 seconds. Wata! You see how quickly it blew over there? And then look, it falls out and stops getting washed before. So I've got a bit of a time issue there. There isn't really a happy in between. So I think what we're going to have to do is build another fan on this side that's kind of like pulling the last few bits so it can kind of slowly go across and then slowly get pulled across. Hopefully giving it enough time in the old bath. All right, this one's a pusher. This one over here is a puller, slightly weaker as well, so hopefully, first time gravel going in the moment of truth, it goes up, it goes across, particles, huge particles are coming off of it, holy moly, that is some serious wash. Oh, and it managed to craft, and yep, it dropped down. That seems to work very, very well. Let's even stack up a couple of bits like this, and see, do they all clump together? Oh, no. They're actually going up perfectly fine. Queuing up like a true Brit. Oh, none of them are making bits. None of those four made any bits. Oh, goodness me. I need to get washing a little bit smarter here. Okay, put a few more on like this. And up it goes. Come on, I want to see some clean. I want to see some nuggies. I want to see some not flint, really. Flint is poop. But that's fine. It falls down. It falls down. Come on, what is happening here? Am I scrubbing too hard or something? I got one flint out of all of that. I don't know, but, oh, this is a good time to mention, seeing as we're playing modded Minecraft here and things have been modified, I, myself, have chosen, well, actually, I've had a friend of mine, Codex, help me do this, but I have managed to have some modifications of myself, one of which I've begun. All of the flint that I've been collecting through my travels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks of it. Where's a crafting bench right here? We can actually pop that all in and craft ourselves some gravel. Boom. A stack of it for 9. I think that's pretty good, which means we'll never truly have flint waste, because there's just nothing else good to actually spend flint on. So I would have just ended up burning it or something, so I thought, why not turn it back slightly into something a little bit more useful, without being too cheaty. I like it. It's flint into gravel. So there'll be a few other little changes and tweaks like that we do to try and keep things going, but this is great. More flint, yay. Oh, good. Goody, yum, yum, yum. And just to double check here, we don't just have to wash the gravel. This should be able to wash absolutely anything. So you can wash wool. I've got some grey sheep over there that would like to wash the dye out of the wool. So that should turn it to white. Yep, perfect. Look at that. Very nice. And of course, the iron there will turn into guaranteed nuggets and sometimes a bit of redstone dust. And that all falls down and gathers in the floor. Perfect. I'm not entirely sure. I want your opinion on this. Should I be using this air washer to just wash gravel in the massive loop as part of the loop, or should I kind of have it wash multiple things? I don't know. But speaking of the loop, we should actually hook the loop up to this and then re-hook up the output of this back to the loop again. Oh, come on. I've had this clock now. I accidentally made one. Well, I didn't accidentally make one. No, when I'm trying to make my speed things, these things that take the clockwork module, sometimes when it accidentally does it, you can see here one of the random salvages is a clock. So I kind of made a clock like that. But look, you can see what time it is right now. It's kind of pointing to the top left. As soon as you put it in one of these placards, it just becomes a broken clock or something, which I guess is still right once a day in Minecraft. But yeah, come on. I've been looking at that thinking, it's lunchtime. And actually, no, it is not. It was getting very late at night and I had to sleep and I got scared. See? It's nighttime, you fool! Learn to read the time. I don't know. Anyway, right, we have got a kind of temporary system put in place once I wake up in the morning. Okay, we've got a couple of these things. Ba-boo! Ba-boo! And you can see exactly where it takes you, and we've got a temporary little thing that will pull gravel off one at a time as well. So, you know what, actually, let's turn this on. I guess let's put a little bit of gravel on the belts, ready to go. We'll see. This flings the gravel on into the queue here. That will then go through the washer, blah, 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 blah. This pushy, 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 washy, washy, washy. It's probably pulley, pulley, pulley now. Oh, that turned into nothing. That's fine. Have we got anything more coming? Hopefully we do. Wait, did that bit of gravel sneak past? Okay, again, because this is kind of based on the speed, when this thing goes off, this thing takes ages to reset. So again, everything's going to be super slow right now, but it should all kind of scale up as we build things. So please give us some stuff, give us some goodies out of this one. It did not. Okay. Oh, natural gravel coming. This should pick it off the belt, and it did. It put it on. We'll throw an extra couple on here as well, just for good measure. Oh, there's some stuff. There's a nugget. It goes down. It flings. And it came and landed back over here again. Wonderful stuff. Oh, there's more stuff coming as well. A little bit more nugget. Is there another flint coming too? There might be. Yeah, there's something. Yeah, it's a flint coming as well. So we now have nuggets and flint on this thing. We can obviously hook up an auto crafter to turn these flints back into gravel and put them back on the belt again. These guys, I guess, wait, hang on. If we got some, I need to get some crushed iron. Okay. So eventually we're going to make our mining drill deposit stuff out onto the main loop as well. Obviously, then it needs to get crushed. And when this thing, we'll change this filter to detect gravel and also the crushed ores. But when crushed ores come on it, they will also go through and they will make the nuggets that we already have in the system now, and redstone dust occasionally too. So any of you guys going to prove me? Yes, you are. Look at that. Wonderful. And I think if multiple stuff falls down on here, yeah, just one thing kind of goes at a time. We're trying to keep everything in a single kind of stacks, right? We don't want like multiple nuggets in one thing. We just want one nugget at a time, one cobble at a time, that kind of thing. So yeah, we can now have a little storage thing here to collect the nuggets and the redstone off of the line and craft the flint up, all the stuff. Oh my goodness, automation is beginning. We've got so many things we need to do. But for now, we need to stare scarily into the schematic cannon once more as we have, boom, where is it? Lo-fi beats to create to? Yeah. This thing, we've got our first Patreon submitted contraption that we're going to be plopping down into our world and exploring together. How big is this thing? That's quite a mighty cube! And after clearing out a little area for it, we can pop this thing in, and it should give us a full material checklist. Okay, oh, wow. Fluid tanks? Gantry shafts? What is all this for? Observers? Note blocks. Okay, I thought there was going to be some lo-fi beats going on, so we're going to be getting a bit of musical here. Sequence gear, redstone link. Haven't made one of them yet. Interesting stuff. Okay, all right, well, I will gather the bits, and we will get building. And looking through this list, I think I've pretty much gathered everything. The only thing that stuck out here was waxed copper, and I thought, no, I can't wax things. I've barely got any bees as it is. But then I saw this regular recipe. That was the one that scared me. I saw, where is it? This, deploying a honeycomb block on top of something can wax it. And it says, look, block of copper not consumed, but also this, I don't know why it says that actually, this doesn't get consumed either. So I ran to my bees, and I ran away from my bees again once I'd got a little bit more honeycomb, and that allowed me to build this. We've got our very own waxing machine, so if I throw some stuff on here, hopefully... yeah, I mean, I can't tell if that's waxed or not, but it should be. Let's let it do one more, and then we'll click those up. Block of copper, waxed block of copper. Perfect. Okay, so now we just have to play the waiting game, but it's good because I thought waxing would be taxing. But in actual fact, it's quite relaxing. I believe it's time. I'm very excited to see what this is. I feel like Christmas. I feel like it's Christmas and I'm getting a present or something. We need gunpowder. Let's make sure the settings are correct. It is set to replace solid with empty, which I believe is good because I think there's a little bit of some stuff under the ground there. What else? Also, no, we don't want it to skip missing blocks. Protect block entities. This cannon will avoid replacing data holding blocks such as chests. I don't think there's any data blocks here, but that's fine. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Let's pop that in and hit play. Okay, it's clearing blocks. Excellent. That's probably doing some stuff under the ground here. I'm sure we'll start seeing that appear soon. I wish there was like a cannon, a schematic cannon, and then like a schematic mole or something that would go and like dig and clear the blocks out for you. I have no idea. I still don't like standing in front of this thing like over here. I feel like I'm gonna have a face full of something. But while it's doing that, I have all the time in the world to tell you about my wonderful patrons, whose names are all over the screen right now, including Toadastus, who made the wonderful contraption that is being built behind me. Thank you all so very much for your wonderful support. I love all your faces. And remember, if you've got a fun, silly little, hopefully not too expensive contraption that you can send me, feel free to in the Discord as well. Now, I'm seeing it's not just clearing out anymore. It's placing some blocks occasionally. Mystery stuff. Oh, we've got placing above the surface as well. That's all the copper going in. What is happening here? That's interesting. I did not make these pink. I only had white sails in, but the cannon is able to pinkify them up a little bit. I don't know. Okay, is it like an aeroplane? I think it's going to be like a big smiley face or something like that. Like a cog with a smiley face on it. Oh, there's the gantry shafts going in as well. What is this? There's piston here. There's an observer going on. I genuinely have no idea. How are the blocks getting on here? Yeah, we still got loads of stuff to place. This thing is going to be humongous. Oh, hello. Hello, sir, with your little crown on and your stuff. What a guy. Okay, all right. I've got some instructions here. I've got to right-click the windmill first. That gets the power going, I guess. Man, that is spinning round quite some. And then we can flick the lever here. And hopefully this isn't a machine designed to kill me. He's a drummer. What a fun little tune. Look at him go. He's like a transformer dude or something. His whole body spins, his whole coggy body. Look at that. He's got like baggy looking trousers there too. And he's just drumming away at his lollipops. I love it. I'm gonna call you Lollipop. Well, there we go. I think we're going to call it there for today's episode. Thank you so very much for liking, for commenting, and subscribing. It really does mean a lot. Thank you for your support on this series as well. I'm loving it. If you are too, make sure you let me know. Help it out in any way you can. I do very much appreciate that. But until the next episode, a bye.